Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving morning and it is time to make our turkey. I have my Cowboys jersey on. It is tradition that I wear a Cowboys jersey every Thanksgiving to cook. For me, Thanksgiving is about comfort and connection and being with family and eating great food. And I'm going to teach you how to make the juiciest, most delicious turkey que sabe casi a carnitas, okay? Sí me voy a poner mi mandil para no mancharme mi jersey de los Cowboys, and I'm going to show you step by step how to make a turkey or drain it so that it can eliminate all the extra liquid from the brine. I'm going to make my stuffing because we're going to go ahead and put it in there to cook all together, and then the mixture that I use to make it just delicious and moist, and the little trick that everybody needs to learn to make sure that your turkey is the juiciest you've ever tasted. So are you ready? Let's go. All right. First step, we are going to dry our turkey. We're just going to dump the brine into the sink. If you don't feel comfortable, you could always do it outside. And I'm going to grab my bird. I'm going to take some of these herbs out and I'm going to put it upside down because I want to make sure that it drains. And we're going to pat it down a little bit. We're just going to leave our turkey in here. We're just going to let it drip, let it dry a little bit, get some of that excess juice and wine off, and we're just going to leave it in here while we cook our stuffing. I'm going to use this hot Italian sausage. I'm going to cook it in my cast iron pan. I love cast iron. It is the most non-toxic way to cook any food. It eliminates a lot of the toxins that are in Teflon and other types of pans. And I'm just going to put my sausage in here and I'm just going to cook it. It smells delicious. We're going to cook our sausage, our Italian sausage, hot on medium to low heat. We're just going to let this baby cook nicely. It's got a lot of juices and fat, so you don't need a lot of oil in this pan. And I love cast iron, as I was mentioning to you all. Cooks the food good. It allows the food to keep its flavor, and it also prevents you from ingesting some of the toxins in Teflon. While our sausage is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of the stuffing. 4 cups of chicken broth. This is 2, 3, 4. I like Swanson's. I like the low sodium better, but that's what I grabbed when I was at the store. And I'm just going to put a couple spoonfuls of butter. I love Kerrygold. And this butter we're also going to use to make our mixture to prepare a turkey. So we're just going to let this boil for a little bit. So while my broth is boiling with some butter and my sausage is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of the stuffing. I love this brand of stuffing. It's pretty clean, doesn't have MSGs, which is really important. And I'm just going to go ahead and start mixing my dry ingredients. If you want to make stuffing from scratch, you can do it with bread. All you need to do is just season it with herbs and some olive oil, put it in the oven, and then cut it up in little cubes. Then I'm going to add my little mixture of onion, celery, and fresh herbs. I don't have to cut a lot of stuff, so I already have it in here. And it's about 2 cups, so this is perfect. And it has celery, it has parsley, it has sage, and it has onion. It also has thyme and rosemary. Beautiful, smells delicious. Then I'm gonna add some carrots, about 1/2 cup to 1 cup. Remember, the bigger your turkey, the more stuffing you're gonna need. We're going to add some dried cranberries. You can use raisins or cranberries. I prefer cranberries, are a little sweeter. And again, you can put about a cup. If you like your stuffing sweeter, then you can put more cranberries. If you like it different taste, then you put less. All right, so I transferred my whole mix into a different, bigger bowl, just because the other one got too small. And I'm gonna continue mixing in my dry ingredients. We got the stuffing, we got celery, we got onion, we got carrots. You can add more of the things you love or decrease the things that you don't like as much, right? I'm gonna add some pecans, chopped pecans. Up to you, you can do walnuts or you can do pecans. And I do about half a cup to a cup. And that's about half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. We got our sausage and it's in. And now we're gonna pour in our chicken broth. And the amount of chicken broth is really up to your liking. Some people like their stuffing really dry. Some people like it creamier. I like it in the middle. So I'm just gonna mix it because obviously the chicken broth and the butter are going to soften this up. So lo volteas y le das muchas vueltas. It's starting to get super wet. And I think that's enough chicken broth for this. Now I'm gonna stuff it. I like the way stuffing tastes when it comes out of the turkey, when it was in the turkey. But if you don't like it or you don't want to stuff your turkey, you can always just make it separate. It's about a 35-minute procedure. You just put it in a pan and cover it and you cook it. You could throw some cheddar cheese or some mozzarella on top of it and you uncover it and you cook it for another 5 to 10 minutes in your oven. All right, so our stuffing is ready. We're gonna put it to the side and we're gonna start preparing our turkey. Now we're gonna prepare the butter mixture that I absolutely love to give the turkey the flavor and the juiciness that you want. We're gonna use this butter. We're just gonna do it inside this 8-ounce little container. We're gonna have rosemary, dry rosemary. I do have fresh rosemary that I'm gonna cook the turkey with. We're gonna have minced garlic. I love minced garlic. We're gonna have bouillon. This is organic bouillon, caldo de pollo, como podrían conocer ustedes. This year I'm gonna add a twist. Le voy a poner paprika para que tenga más spice y comino también. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start putting it in here. And I'm gonna mix it all together. Like that. I'm gonna add some of my rosemary. ¿Cuánto? Tanteale. It all depends on how big your container is. It all depends on how much you wanna make. If you want extra butter, then you put obviously more. If you want less butter. Y le voy a echar comino, ya le había echado comino. Honestly, it's better to do this the night before and put it in the fridge and then you let it sit out for about an hour, hour and a half, just so that it could be softer. All right, so our mixture is ready and we are going to put it on the turkey now. You're just gonna grab some like this and you're just gonna start rubbing it all over the turkey. Just like that. And we're gonna get under the skin. Make sure you get all the way in there. I'll just leave that whole bird. Just in there. Porque aquí está la parte con más carne de tu pavo, right? We do have the thermometer, but I'm going to use an external one just because we won't be able to see that one. Porque va a estar boca abajo. It's going to be upside down. Make sure you get it right in there as well. So you can see the butter right there. Now we're gonna use some rosemary. I'm gonna stick it all the way in there. Some thyme, all the way in there. It goes all the way to the back. Just gonna add some more rosemary on the top. We're gonna add a little bit more cumin. Our turkey's gonna be a little spicier this year than usual. And just a little paprika. Looking beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna get ready to stuff our turkey. Pepper. And of course some salt. Pretty. All right, now we're gonna grab our stuffing and we are gonna stuff this sucker. And when we're done stuffing, we're just gonna close it up with this apple. Make sure to stuff it all the way in there. This stuffing is going to be juicy. I can already tell because it's already soft and it already smells delicious. I'm going to take the plastic off. I'm not going to cook it with this plastic stuff in it. Now I'm gonna put it into my bag. I'm gonna flip it over and put it into my BPA free bag. That means that we shouldn't worry about plastic toxins going into our food. The apple. The apple is just gonna help give it flavor and secure it. Secure the stuffing. Now we're gonna turn it over. A little bit of leftover butter. Okay, a little more paprika. A little rosemary. Oh, ooh, the salt. Now we're going to tie it up, close it, but give it air. We're going to add 1 cup of chicken broth to the bottom of the bag before we close it. Make sure it spreads back there. There we go. You can see the juice. The juice is going to go up with the butter and cook our turkey nice and juicy. I usually put 2 cups of chicken broth. I want to give it enough space too, because I don't want the turkey sticking. Let's straighten this baby out. Now we're just going to close it. You don't want to close it too tight. No lo quieres hacer muy apretado porque luego se pega. Se le pega la bolsa al turkey. And we are going to put it into our oven at 325, 20 minutes per pound. So this is an 11-pound turkey. So it's going to be in there for a good 3.5 hours or so. I have a thermometer that I'll be using to check it. I don't like to open my oven a lot, so I'll check it maybe like in 3 hours. And it should be at 165. I have this one and I have this one. And so I'll be checking it in a few hours. And my friends, that is it. Our turkey is ready to go in the oven. Our turkey is in the oven. I preheated it at 350, so now we are just gonna leave it at 325. 20 minutes per pound. It's 11-pound turkey, so we're looking at almost 4 hours. See ya. All right, there she is, Miss America. 3.5 hours later, this is what your turkey should look like. I'm gonna use tijeras, scissors. There is no filter on this turkey, my friends. Save the caldito because we're gonna make some. This is your turkey. And you guys are gonna watch me cut it. I mean, it's just gonna. This is your turkey. Look how yummy it looks. Look how delicious it looks. I'm gonna let it cool down for a little bit. And then, my friends, we are ready to serve. I mean, I literally am barely touching it. And it's like falling off the bone. This is what we got. So enjoy it with your family. God bless you. May you be a superstar cook this Thanksgiving.